welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya and today's video will be a review of my Faurè Le Page small pouch. A little while ago I shared the unboxing of this pouch. I had gone in to the city and met up with Dale from Dale's Addiction when she came to visit Melbourne, probably about 2 months ago now, maybe 2.5 months ago, and she had made a sneaky purchase at Faurè Le Page, which was just around the corner from where we met up and had a meal and so on. Anyway, that ended up being a fantastic day. So then after our gathering, as we walked back to Faurè Le Page for Dale to pick up her gorgeous little caliber bag, I started looking around. And it was also at about the same time that Mel and Melbourne had sent out her meet and greet sort of announcement and invitation. And I knew I was going to that because I'd been accepted to attend. And so I thought to myself, well, I'm just going to have a look around because I'm going to be here anyway in a couple of weeks. So I may as well, excuse my pesky hair. Anyway, so I started looking around and in the end decided on this, although I didn't buy it that particular day that I was in Faurè Le Page with Dale. I ended up going back another day with Robert from Melbourne Luxe Beast. I'll link his Instagram below. And I settled on this. This is a darling little piece. It's actually not what I anticipated that I would actually purchase. I thought that I would purchase another style they had, which was a little bit more rectangular and less wide at the bottom. But nevertheless, I settled on this one. And I showed it in my previous video some time ago. But now I'm going to actually review it because I have used it a fair bit. And let me just say, spoiler alert, that the review will be very favorable. Now, if you've not been to Faurè Le Page before, and this was my first and second time, this is what the packaging looks like. The staff there, the sales associates, were fantastic. They were so lovely, so helpful. The store or the boutique wasn't very busy, so basically you had their full-on 100% one-on-one attention if that's what you really wanted. They were helpful in making suggestions, offering other options and colorways, as well as alternatives based on what you were telling them. Faurè Le Page doesn't have a lot of variety in their canvas colorways. They have their navy, they have the burgundy, they have gray, olive green, black of course, and then there's a lighter color. So they don't have a huge variety in colors, let's say, like other companies, but their signature print and canvas is the same and consistent for all, except it will have a different base or color trim. Anyway, so the packaging was in this lovely, well, it's just a paper gift bag, but anyway, Faurè Le Page, you will know probably if you've watched Dale's video and Mel's videos, they started off as a gun company and making guns and then the leather accessories to accompany those, you know, back in the day in the 1800s and so on, when 1700s I think, when guns were in use. You know, they were very commonplace. So that sort of forms part of their logo. They have the knight, and then here is all the armory, the swords, the spears, etc. And it says here armé pour séduire, so I think it's to arm and follow. And they're also positioned in Rue Cambon in Paris, and yes, they originated in 1717, Faurè Le Page. Now I know some people pronounce it For Le Page or so on, but in French, this little bit I know, I mean I did study French for about 4 or 5 years, but granted it was a long time ago. When there is an E with a little accent on top, then you actually pronounce the E part of that sound, so it becomes Faurè Le Page. And here we don't pronounce the E because there's no accent on it, and the E makes the G a J sound. Anyway, you didn't come here for a French pronunciation lesson, and even then I'm not that great, but still I can read it, I can speak a little bit, I understand a little, but predominantly I can just read it. Okay, now inside the bag, once I made the purchase, or actually on the outside, there were 2 pieces of ribbon, and I don't remember which colors. They tend to alternate their ribbon colors, which had been filtered through here, this little slot, and tied up at the front. I'll have a photo showing. And inside the bag as well, in addition to my little pouch was a little book about the history of Faurè Le Page, and as you can see, it's the signature sort of orange yellow, it's more of a turmeric color than anything else. It's an illustrated history of the brand, and here we have the plumage, or the feather, not feather, is that feather? I don't know what that is, but anyway, the plumage on top of the helmet is in a different color. The cover feels lovely, slightly velvety, you know, that nice sort of moleskin finish. And inside the cover you have the signature print, Faurè Le Page. They look like fish scales, and then the rest of it is detail about the house. And it's actually really got a family tree. It's actually really interesting, you know, the choice of kings. And look, it's, if anyone's interested in seeing this in more detail, I'd be happy to do maybe a little short, or if you want to see this in detail, I'm happy to show you. And somewhere in the middle is the gallery, Galerie des Armes. And that opens up like that, and that sort of shows a lot of their signature pieces. That's a little key holder, would you believe? Very cute. Their totes, their little top handle bags, and so on. It's actually a gorgeous little sort of history book. It's cute, really like it. I hope the colouring is okay. It's quite overcast today, so I've got my ring light on, but I've put it on a low setting, so hopefully we'll be able to see everything. Something else in the bag is the black envelope with their little sticker here holding it together of their signature knight. The knight is like their emblem, you know, their mascot, I suppose. Inside there is another envelope, and in here on paper is the receipt, which of course I'm not going to show you the details, so I'll just fold that down. But this little purchase is called the Trousse Carry-On 17 RIB times 3, and you'll see here on the receipt that it actually has the emblem as well as a watermark, and this little piece cost $580. I think when I did the unboxing I stated $500, so I was incorrect, but anyway. And then inside this other little envelope, another sticker there, is a little description, and in French and English. You've just purchased a Faurè Le Page product. Again, you can see the watermark there of the logo, and then there are some tips on how to look after your product. So they're lovely cards. It's sort of like a nice textured card, and they are placed in a separate envelope. I'm very impressed by the quality, let me tell you. Okay, let's get to it now. The dust bag also has the logo on it, Faurè Le Page. And that's what the bag looks like, and it's a lovely smooth calico. It's not that rough calico, it's sort of smooth on both sides, and it has the drawstring like that. Nice little dust bag. Then the actual piece itself, it's a Trousse. I suppose technically this would be used as a little toiletry case. I'm not using it for that purpose. I'm using it as a little clutch, and I used this for approximately 2 weeks straight, day in and day out. Funnily enough, despite all my beautiful bags in my collection, I'm finding that I'm just gravitating to little things all the time. I don't know why, and I've always loved clutches, even though to some extent they drive me crazy, but I still enjoy them. I'm fascinated by them. I don't know why. But this is the piece. Mine is in the burgundy mahogany color. You will see here embossed is the logo, when I say the logo, the actual emblem of the brand, and then it's got their motto across the top as well. It's a beautiful pebbled leather. You will see here, I'll try and bring it as close as possible. Then we have the signature print here. You've got that sort of yellow turmeric color and the various shades of burgundy, and that looks like a lighter pink to complement. And then you've got your yellow Faurè Le Page. Here on the side is a D-ring with the wristlet attached, and I nearly bought an extra tassel with the little knight and the leather tassel underneath, but I didn't, because I thought I would buy it on the night that Mel had her meet and greet. But then I thought, no, it's probably too much to have this and the tassel hanging as well. But anyway, we'll see. You can always go back and get that. So here is the leather wristlet, like that. The other side is just plain. You'll see how all the fish scales marry up lovely, nice and evenly. The back is same construction. The only difference is here is a functional pocket. So of course, if you wanted to, you could put a little card in there, and you'll see it's the same leather. And underneath, this leather is truly beautiful. It's soft, but it feels sturdy all at the same time. I have no wear to it. I have been careful, but you know, I just pick it up, sling it on my wrist, and I go about and do whatever. So it's like swinging around all over the place, knocks into things and all the rest of it. But so far, so good. Across the top, you have the gold hardware, the zipper here, and then the actual zipper pull is, oops, let's get this right, is the gold disc with Faurè Le Page embossed on it, and then the leather pull is the combination of the burgundy and that yellow or turmeric color. The zip is nice and smooth, no problems there. Inside is predominantly black fabric, but on one side, which would be the side with the emblem, there is a slip pocket, and on that pocket it actually says Faurè Le Page Paris 1717, and that's a functional slip pocket. The rest is just a lovely black fabric, almost like a soft linen, almost like a French flax linen, you know, like those beautiful linen sheets. And it has been a great little piece. Love it. It feels soft, so like you could quite, you know, squish it down if you wanted to. You could use this for basic toiletries, maybe in your luggage. I use it as a clutch. I use it when I just want to get something quick and easy and run out. So if I just want to literally throw my keys, maybe a lip balm in here, and my phone, that's all I'll do, and I'll run out. I can't put a lot in here, of course, because obviously the size does not allow that. But for something quick and, you know, grab and go, like everyone says, although I don't really do the grab and go much, this is ideal. So let me show you what fits in it. Lately, all I've been using is my phone. Now this is the cover because I'm actually using my phone to record. So just this, and as you can see, it is that type of thickness. So it's about 1 centimeter thick. And all I've been using, in all honesty, to just literally run out the door is just this very old key holder. But I use this because I slip my main cards here in the back. So I don't really use a wallet because I have my cards sitting in the back. But pop that in there, my phone. And if it's a particularly sunny, warm day, I'll be wearing my sunglasses, or they'll be on top of my head. But if I wanted to, I could just slip them in. Now, strictly speaking, that is what I would really run out of the door with. But if I wanted to actually include and put in here more things that I would carry, for the most part, if I'm wearing pants or jeans with a pocket, I'll have my phone in that pocket. Or if I'm wearing a jacket or a coat or something with pockets, my phone will be in there. But let's put this in anyway. So my phone is a Samsung S20. It goes in easily. Well, the case goes in easily, which means the phone will go even more easily. And because the phone is slimmer than that, you will most likely have more room. The other thing that I've been using a lot and non-stop for the last couple of years is my Emprunt clay. So I can slip that in as well. And that just sits there sort of, I'm trying to be realistic about this. There, just like that. So I have my Emprunt clay just sitting on top. There is the phone case, and my keys are still at the bottom there, as you can see. You might want to carry some tissues, and that's just a little mirror. I don't really carry this much because if I need to check anything, I'll just use my phone on selfie mode and have a quick look, you know, but let's put it in for the sake of it. Tissues. I don't carry compacts for touch-ups and all that type of thing, so you would need to juggle if you wanted to, but just a basic lipstick here, and I'll just slip that in, and that'll fit down the side or down towards the end. You could play Tetris and position these better, but for the sake of this, just to show you the quantity, yes, it does hold. It doesn't really warp, and there's a lot in there. It obviously feels a little bit heavy, but there's quite a few things in there, and it actually is still retaining its shape, as you can see. So it can hold a lot. Obviously, you know, you would place things better so that you can take things in and out better. And we all know what it's like to play Tetris with our bags. We all do that. I suppose if you wanted to be even more strategic, I mean, you know, would you really need to carry all this many cards? Probably not. I don't know why I still have so many cards, and I've condensed. I don't understand, but anyway, that's that. So you could just take out a couple of cards and just carry these things like that. There is that slip pocket here on the side. You could probably put your 2 or 3 main cards, your license, your Medicare, obviously a credit card of some kind. You might want to put some cash, folded up notes in here if you wanted to, or maybe let's use the Louis Vuitton clay. So here I have the Louis Vuitton clay. I will try to fit things in. I have my 3 cards in there and my keys. Do they fit? Ugh, not great, but let's take the cards out. So in here I have my car fob and my house keys. I will take these cards out and put them in that slip pocket there. And so in here now all I have are my mirror, phone case to replace the phone, some tissues, there's a lipstick at the bottom, and the clay pops in there, and that is much nicer and easier and roomier with room to spare. Let's see if I can fit these sunglasses in there, and yes, no problems. So you can make these little clutches work. It is a matter of obviously scaling right down to bare minimum, but it's obviously a no-brainer because you have a small thing. You can't carry a lot of your big SLGs in here. I'm not going to carry all my cards all the time. If I wanted to, I could actually put the cards, instead of leaving them loose like that, I could put them in a card holder and slip them in this slip pocket here too, if you wanted to sort of feel a little bit more safe, which is probably what I would do. And in terms of fitting a card here in the back, let's pretend that it's a, you know, a car park ticket or something. You could slip it in there. And then obviously as you're walking around, swinging this around and stuff, you'd have to be mindful that it doesn't fall out because it isn't tight, but it will hold it. So you'd still have to be careful and mindful. So that is my review of this little piece. Would I buy anything else? Oops, from Faurè? I just did an Amelia, didn't I? Would I buy anything else from Faurè Le Page? Yes, without any hesitation. I love the quality. I love the feel of it. The prices are actually not all that dramatic or scary, let's say. This piece here was $580 for a clutch with all of this leather on it. You know that you can't approach Louis Vuitton or any of the other bigger houses and purchase this for under $1,000. It just wouldn't happen. And for comparison purposes, here you will see this is the mini pochette. So it is significantly larger, taller, wider, deeper. I mean, we knew that anyway. But just to give you an indication of size, here is the pochette accessoire. For those of you who have it, you will see that the pochette is longer, but height-wise, the Faurè is taller, and depth-wise, it's actually wider as well. So, I mean, again, Tetris. Will these hold? Possibly. If you'd like me to do a comparison showing what fits in both, let me know. Happy to do that. Another piece that I could compare it to is the Louis Vuitton Toiletry 19. Height-wise, they are much of a muchness, as you'll see. Depth at the bottom, pretty much the same, except obviously this tapers in. So height, depth, but the Louis is just a tad longer or wider, however you want to say it, this way. So you can just see the Louis sticking out. Am I doing this right? Oh, look, you know what? They're more or less the same, except this does not taper in like the Faurè does. This is a gorgeous little piece. I actually have my eye on one of their totes. It reminds me of the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in PM size, which I've always loved, but the shoulder drop is much more friendly for me because I'm not very petite up top, so or slim. So I think I need something like the Fauré's tote because it is more roomy, but it has the bag size of the Neverfull PM. I don't want the bigger sizes. I don't carry big totes. But anyway, I love them. I love their quality. I love the brand. I love their finish. It's understated. It's one of those if you know, you know type of prints, and I would happily buy something from them again, do you have Faurè Le Page near you? What do you have? What would you like? What are your thoughts on it? I find it a very happy medium between Louis Vuitton canvas and better than Goyard canvas. It's beautiful, really beautiful quality. So I look forward to reading your comments as always, everybody. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.